What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, guys, and welcome back to another video. And now look here, man. Today, we got a death battle. I haven't watched one of these in years, so let's see what it's talking about. Alrighty, let's get into it now.
Let's take this from the top again. This is Peter Parker. He was
I
bitten
know
by
him.
a radioactive spider.
He's a pretty
and for
chill
who knows
dude.
how long, he's been the one and only Spider-Man.
Yep,
Friendly neighbor to all of New York City. In a universe filled with super soldiers, hulking green Goliaths, and world-shattering gods, Spider-Man
He's
is
the
there
friendly
to look out for
neighborhood,
the
man.
little guy.
But in a multiverse of infinite possibilities, that doesn't always last forever. Like in Universe 1610, when NYC's Webhead got iced on the job.
The city was left without its protector. But fortunately, Peter wasn't the only one who got bit. Enter Miles Morales,
Miles
a young
Johannes.
teen from Brooklyn just trying to figure out his place in the world.
Now,
And now
don't hate me for this, but I did not like Miles whatsoever. Not because of who he is as a person. It was more the fact that he had to live up to the moniker of Spider-Man, and he was doing a terrible job. When Miles is in charge of New York is not safe.
this spider carried the Oz formula, a genetics-enhancing serum that granted Miles superhuman strength, speed, and the ability to alter his body's electron attraction to crawl along any surface.
And you can't forget that classic spider
Literally
sense,
Spider-Man
an
with
internal warning system that lets Miles
a
know
little
about
X
incoming
factor.
threats so he can react ahead of time. He even got an upgrade that acts like a radar, letting him see through stuff.
Oh,
But
that's
no
OP.
Spider-Person is complete
I didn't
without
know that.
their web shooters. Given to him by Peter's Aunt May, these webs have all sorts of applications between swinging, grabbing, restraining, projectiling, and being made
They're
into
universal,
constructs.
Not having Peter around to show
Great
him the
variety.
ropes made things a lot tougher, though. And between mishaps with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like any typical teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt.
Yeah.
Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls?
And how could he live up to being Spider-Man when one
That
of
was the main reason why Miles was just like he wasn't doing it for me. He kept freaking up, man. To be Spider-Man, it's not an easy job whatsoever. You gotta be ready to make that sacrifice every second of your being.
villains he had to face turned out to be his very own uncle.
Now that's
His
a little
family dinner
different.
So awkward. All that trying to kill you stuff.
Fortunately, Miles had a leg up on every other superhero known to
Talk
man.
to me.
Living parents. Better yet, loving parents. They supported him when things got tough, even if they didn't always see eye to eye.
Yeah.
And thanks to them, he learned that
lot
the
of
best way
lectures.
to be Spider-Man wasn't to do it like Peter, but to do it his own way.
And it helped that this particular spider had a bit more to its
That's
body
when
than
he-
Peter's. Miles
That's when he became his own character. When he wasn't trying to be Peter Parker. Real spill. Not supposed to be cursing.
has a variety of unique powers, like invisibility and venom.
Not like Tom
Venom.
Hardy. Though it is weird to give your main power the same name as one of your bad guys. Come on, Spidey. Branding
Yeah, I
is
was
important.
confused by that
Miles
at
can
first.
harness his own bioelectric energy and weaponize it, which is especially effective against individuals with genetic mutations.
Punching, absorbing,
But I know that
blasting,
junk hurt.
mega blasting. Hell, he can even make electric constructs out of this stuff, like biowebbing and a damn sword. Jeez,
Okay,
what kind
when
of
did he do
spider
that?
was this?
It's not entirely science fiction.
Like, when did
Studies
he
have
do-
shown that
What?
certain
This
species
either
of
happened in
spiders,
real life?
such as the Linophiidae, have a process known as ballooning. By spinning a thread of their silk, they can use the Earth's natural electric fields to fly, traveling up to hundreds
Huh.
of miles. No pun intended.
Well, whatever kind of
Interesting.
fight it was, it gave Miles the edge he
I
needed
did be
to
thinking about
find
getting
his
bit
worth
by a
as
spider just to see
Spider-Man.
what would happen.
Miles can dodge
I think I'll die though.
missiles and lightning bolts. He survived all sorts of beatings, including a building exploding on top of him.
Oh, geez, Spidey could lift buildings and dodge light speed attacks, and Miles is more than a match for him.
Like the time he absorbed the energy of a bomb that was going
I
to
feel like-
vaporize Harlem.
No cap. I feel like the only time Miles really be putting in pain is when he fighting against Peter. Everybody else, he's sorry. Like, it don't make sense to me, bro. I keep slandering Miles, but y'all don't understand. Go and play PS4 Spider-Man Miles Morales, and you gonna feel my pain.
That would have equaled 15 million tons of TNT.
He's gotten kudos from a ton of older heroes too, becoming a member of the New Ultimates and the Avengers. He even helped form the Champions, a team of teenage superheroes with the likes of Miss Marvel and Ironheart.
The king of Wakanda himself even suited him up with some Wakandan vibranium.
The same stuff as T'Challa's own suit. This super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic
Wait,
energy
he got a
and
vibranium
vibrational
suit?
impacts.
It helps to regulate Miles's venom powers too, allowing him to better control.
Isn't
his
Miles like a
electrical
vampire or something
the
now?
vibranium is thinner to better fit his acrobatic fighting style, but it can still shake off most fatal attacks like they're nothing. This stuff is tough enough that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
That's
Though it's not as
insanity.
durable as, say, Captain
thought
America's
Deadpool's
shield,
swords
and
was
enough kinetic
adamantium.
energy will overload it.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's twice now. Does any other city have to deal with this
Dang.
stuff?
But when vibranium and spider powers still aren't enough,
If you live in New York City and you're in the Marvel universe and you didn't move the first time you seen an alien or some type of super galactic cosmic omni powerful being pop up, you're an idiot. You deserve everything that's gonna happen to you. Cause why would you stay? This is clearly ground zero. You don't want to be here.
Miles can push his electrical output into overdrive.
Giving him huge boosts in strength and speed and making him a whole lot zappier.
Overdrive.
It's your classic shonen power-up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite
Get
his
a
initial
Chidori?
insecurities, Miles has more
That's
than
tough. I'll do
managed
the
to
same
live up to
thing,
his
like, what?
predecessor. No longer
Don't let me
feeling
get powers. I would have to remind myself how I'm supposed to be a hero.
616 timeline, along with his family, and now it's him and Peter as a pair of Spider Bros.
I love
He's
this.
even become one of the big players
Spidey
of the
family.
Spider-Verse, teaming up with all sorts of other spider variants to defend the multiverse.
There's anime spider people, robot spider people,
Shout out
dinosaur
Spider-Man
spider
2099.
people, spider people, a whole lot of them, each with
He
their
got it.
own way of getting the job
I
done.
don't care what you
Miles
say.
even led him into battle against the Inheritors, a bunch of interdimensional.
When did Miles become
vampire
cosmic?
assholes.
This is what Stan Lee was proudest of in his favorite superhero. Regardless of who they were, any sort of person could wear the mask and do the right thing.
Yes.
For so long as we stay true to ourselves and help others in our own unique ways, then anyone can be a hero.
Yes. That's why Miles needs to
But
exist.
what is a hero?
That PS4
To the
game just made me
citizens
so
of Japan,
angry, I stopped
there was
liking the
no one more
characters.
synonymous with the word than their symbol of peace. All Might.
The big numero uno.
Now
With
we
a
got
smile on
Deku.
his face, he can save anyone
y'all
and
finish
win
One
any
Punch?
fight,
Not
no
One Punch.
matter what.
Or so it seemed.
What's the name of the show? Did y'all finish My Hero Academy? I didn't. I can't, man. I'm at the season where old brother comes back.
After a battle with his arch nemesis All For One, All Might was grievously injured. His time as a beacon of hope was coming to an end, and he would need to find someone to pass on the torch.
In this world, most human beings evolve to have their own individual superpowers, or quirks, but not everyone is lucky enough to get one. Like this kid named Izuku Midoriya, or as local bully Bakugo like to call him, the
Izuku.
good-for-nothing Deku.
More like
Izuku wanted to
Deku.
save people just like All Might.
Nah, he
but
was a
even
loser.
his idol told him that he would have to give up on his dreams.
Forever the beta male in the shadow of Bakugo and his Sigma quirk, until he got the chance to alpha up and lend his rival a helping hand.
You got the heart of a
proving
hero.
himself worthy
I can never
of All
disrespect
Might's
that.
torch.
And so, after months of training, Izuku was granted All Might's
Really, I don't
torch,
even
one
dislike
for all. This power
My
allows him
Hero
to boost his
Academy.
strength to incredible heights.
I
Using it
kinda
for
just
smashing
dislike
attacks
y'all.
named after specific
Yeah, I'm talking to
US
you, the
locales,
fan base.
and a soccer club.
Or football, as they call it.
Straight punches, spikes, even finger flicks. One for All is the ultimate in strength-enhancing quirks.
The
That's
first
actually
time
fire.
he used it, Izuku
It basically makes
destroyed
you a
this
freaking
giant
Super
robot in
Saiyan.
a single blow on accident. Too bad it wasn't the only thing he destroyed, though.
Yeah, both
Damn,
his
that looks like it
legs.
hurts.
One
And
for
his
All's
arm.
power was so great that the recoil would shatter Izuku's limbs when he used it. In the hands of an improper vessel, One for All could cause their body to explode. So Izuku
okay.
would need to continuously
I
train
don't think that's
to
a good
master
thing.
it at his Hero Academia.
Say that again.
Was that a kitty,
You
man?
ain't high. Here he'd be inspired by girly pop Uraraka to turn his zero name into his hero name, becoming the Deku who always does his best.
Something that he may have taken too far.
When it came
guess,
to saving
man.
people, do your best here.
Nah,
had
that
a
fight
bad
was
habit
hard.
Of putting others way before himself. Sure, everyone else was okay, but he'd be good for nothing all over again
I
if he
was like,
got
destroying
himself
your body
paralyzed.
every
So to
fight
cut
is
down on his
insane.
hospital bill, he developed full cowling. Instead of using his quirk in short bursts,
Like, I like
he would
to crash, but
continuously
never like
spread
that.
the energy across his body at low percentages, using it for acrobatics moves inspired by Bakugo's explosive movements.
And with
Now
that
he unlocked
new
that
thinking
free
came
running
a new
ability.
fighting style.
Shoot!
Style. To use
I know
a
y'all remember
stronger
that
limb
dance.
that'd be less likely to break, Deku took a page from Nerd Emoji Ida's book and switched to focusing on kicks to pack in more of a punch.
This when Deku hit his prime.
And that power would
Ever
be
since
needed.
then, he started
After
being
a
raw.
climactic battle with All For One, All Might would be
He went from
forced
sorry to
into
raw
retirement
overnight.
just a few months into Deku's training. Now it was his turn to face this demon lord.
But he didn't have to do it alone. Just as All Might had passed One For All onto Deku, it had been passed onto All Might by his master, and onto
Now,
her
how
by
come
her
All
master.
Might didn't
One
use
For All was a power that was
the
built
other
upon
powers
for
in all
generations.
One
The
For All?
quirks of the previous users of One For All manifested in Deku, along with their
Oh,
spirits
it's just 'cause
or
Deku was
vestiges,
MC.
to help him in his battle against All For One.
Black Whip
Because
gives
I'm not
him
gonna lie,
enemy tendrils
if you gave all them abilities that Deku got to All Might, the show would have been over. There would be no All For One. That nigga would have got washed. He would have got packed up instantly.
to swing around and restrain foes. They can also brace his arms and manually control his muscles if he can't.
Allows him to
Deku!
soar high into the sky. By combining it with controlled blasts of pressurized air, he can
can
effectively fly.
Danger Sense detects incoming threats and unease, letting Deku react in advance. Though it's mostly like an alarm bell and doesn't tell him specifics.
I didn't
like
realize how
location
close
or
his
number of
powers were
threats.
to Spider-Man now that they're listing them
Familiar?
off.
Smokescreen lets him create a smokescreen, but he can use it at full blast to create a bigger smokescreen.
That's swell and all, but the real meat is in Fajin. After building up kinetic energy within his body, Deku can unleash it
This
for
might be
bursts
my
of
second
strength
favorite
and
power
speed.
he got.
He's combined it with Black Whip to create the powerful Black Chain binding attack, and can use it in
Didn't see
conjunction
that.
with
That
full
must be the
cowling
new
to achieve
season.
foe 100%, equaling All Might's full level of power without any recoil.
He once used it to outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagant, a former hero turned villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm. I think I'm in love.
Nagant's bullet once crossed a distance of around 215 kilometers within a fraction of a second.
Damn.
That's 6,700 times faster than sound. And Deku was moving so fast, the bullet seemed like it was standing still.
So he damn near light. Is that what I'm hearing?
By touching a target, he can control its speed without abiding by the laws of inertia. He can slow down foes.
Yo,
to leave them
what
frozen
happened to
in
this
the
dude?
air,
Why does
or
he
move
look
so
like that
fast
now?
He can punch multiple times in an instant.
Even All For One's own
Ew, he
protege
covered in
Shigaraki
hands?
couldn't track him. And this is a dude who can catch light speed laser beams.
It
This
does
was
have
the
a
last
time
episode.
limit.
That was the
After
last
5
episode I
minutes-
watched. The light, what's her name? Miss America. That was the last episode I watched.
Of continuous use, Deku's body will catch up to his speed, suffocating him as his cells become unable to take in oxygen.
Not nearly as bad as One For All was suffocating him, though. He's been doing all of this shit in just the 10th grade. I hadn't even figured out
that's
you could breathe
insanity.
through your nose at that point.
The pressure of having to save his friends, the country, the entire world weighed on Deku, so he left UA to fight this war alone.
That makes
But
sense
alone
though.
was never where Deku fought best. Having come from nothing, his admiration for his peers gave him strength, just as they admired his strength and desire to help others. Even Bakugo came around to him.
So when it came time to finally put that demon lord back in hell, his classmates, teachers, mom, friends,
Yo,
enemies,
mama
and
was on the
everyone else
battlefield?
supported and cheered him on, because that was the greatest threat to All For One's reign all along.
Not All Might,
Right.
not Deku, not even One
The
For
power
All
of
itself.
friendship.
Just people helping each other out. And with their help, Deku defeated All For One once and for all.
I don't know why I'm
blowing
surprised.
a
This is
hole
the
in this
anime.
huge storm and parting the skies for a brighter future.
Though he did lose his quirk and have to retire
What?
from hero work, getting a regular 9 to
Ah,
5
he's a
as a
loser.
teacher, passing on his knowledge to the
If I save the world and I have to go work a 9 to 5, I failed.
next generation, just like every user of One For All before him.
Some might say he peaked in high school. If
Most
not for
definitely.
the sick new armor he eventually got to go back to kicking butt. He even made it all the way back near the top of the rankings.
All with the help of his friends. For so long as we keep reaching out our hands to help those in need, everyone can be a hero.
I guess, man.
Hello, it's me, Store-Bought Benjamin. I know what you're asking.
I've never seen your
Benjamin,
face.
What are you wearing?
Dummy thick.
Sorry.
Your cheeks at www.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for
Who y'all got your money on?
battle!
I ain't gonna lie, Deku is surprisingly strong, but I'm still going with Miles because I know how strong Spider-Man can be.
Huh?
Oh,
Yo!
this art is
More man,
fire.
less spider than usual.
Whoa, I was looking for you. Care to show me what you can do?
All right, new guy. First lesson, don't watch the mouth. Watch the hands.
Now watch mine, Delaware! Ah!
That's a dumb reason to start fighting just because he's swinging.
Let's try that one more time.
Oh, that armor is tough.
Guess who?
I can't use my full power here. Gotta take this somewhere else. Oh, gross!
You got skills, man. I like that.
And he doing the same guy. Damn, he broke your web shooter. Nah, this art is fire though. I did not know Death Battle was coming like
Part the
this.
city so we can go all out. Because I always do my best.
That's your catchphrase? You really are a dweeb. He just got aura farm going. He's still getting aura farm going.
I'm gonna do my best. I gotta do my own thing.
That is hard. Yo, when did he get a sword? That's part of his character now? Electromagnetic
I
webs.
was right. Your quirk is amazing.
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate spider.
Ah, talk to him. Wait a minute. Ooh, he clean. I'm messing with that.
Dude has shock absorption, not nullification. So, it's got a limit.
Now, amazing is my buddy. I prefer ultimate.
Go beyond.
Are y'all doing a Naruto clash? Y'all are. Oh Lord. Supernova! Dang, he hit your house. He hit you so hard, you black and white.
Spider-Man, you really are the ultimate.
What?
KO!
He just nuked himself?
Run your hoven.
Let's start
I knew
by
he was gonna
talking
hold him.
about their superpowers, which
I'm not even surprised. I knew they was gonna hold him.
matched up quite evenly. Unsurprisingly, given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's
And when did
quirks,
Miles
though
get
they
a sword?
did have some edges over the other.
The Spider Sense gave Miles more insight on his surroundings and threats than Danger Sense, which has been worked around before.
This meant Miles's invisibility was harder for Danger Sense to detect when he wasn't attacking, while the Spider Sense's radar system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen. But Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot more mobile than Webs, and Fa-Jin gave a bigger boost in strength than Venom did. Since both had some advantages and disadvantages,
How do you know that, though?
we're gonna call superpowers a tie.
Next up, speed.
That's what I'm saying.
Scaling to Peter, Miles
Excuse me, I
could
keep
dodge
burping.
light speed attacks, which actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet. Fortunately for Deku, though, that wasn't his best.
Gear
Thanks to Gear
shift.
Shift, Deku could speed himself up to match Miles.
See, that's the
same
one-
way he did to the
I don't know what that
light-catching
does, though.
Shigaraki.
Is
Even
it really
worse
that
for
strong?
Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place.
That quirk didn't get revealed by the time I stopped watching. So, I guess it's overdrive and freaking hack. Now he got hacks, like literal hacks. He just upped his ranking.
and make dodging totally impossible. So speed goes to Deku.
As for skill, Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's abilities and coming up with strategies on the fly.
But Miles' powers and fighting style.
I'm about to say, Miles got jumped by 100 people and made it out of there sturdy.
But he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year.
Meanwhile, Miles has been handling everything from neighborhood crooks to multiverse-ending gods for significantly longer.
It's close, but with his greater experience, skill goes to Miles. And that means the biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
And that was no contest. Miles absorbing the energy of that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming power is what One for All is all about.
When Deku defeated All for One,
I'll give you that.
To
That makes
those
sense.
clouds with this punch had a yield of 362 billion tons of TNT.
I will say that All for One has definitely been destroying city blocks in freaking town halls with gust of wind since episode 1.
Smashing the bomb Miles absorbed out of the water.
But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles is
'Cause
wearing
Miles
a
got that
vibranium suit
vibranium.
after all.
So
So
how
the
did he-
question wasn't
how did he-
necessarily who
you
was
know what I'm
stronger.
saying?
It was if Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons. Impressive,
more.
but Deku defeating All for One was still over 600 times stronger
It's a
than
gigaton. It's
Vibranium's
different.
limit.
My
And
fault.
Deku did that with One for All's embers, not the full package.
And remember, the Vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner than what Falcon and Black Panther had.
Yeah, so it's
making
drop
it
off
unlikely
percentage,
it could
okay.
absorb as strong of a blast.
It's there to provide more protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive all of what Deku could dish out.
So Deku was just faster and stronger. Is that what you telling me? Man, end the video. Y'all already know how I feel. Anyways, if you enjoyed this though, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more anime reactions. With that being said, I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.